Okay, we are here at 2311 Lake Street in Evanston. This is a single family home, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, huge yard, 2-car garage, and I mentioned huge yard. So I am facing the property right now. If we look to our right here, that is east. So if you go this way, all the way down Lake Street, it'll take you through Evanston and to the lakefront. You have the school over here. There's a baseball field. And this guy's newer construction. Those are condos. We're facing south. Gets good sun. Huge trees, right? You get great trees, so if you love that. And then west, this will continue taking. If you go that way, you can go down this street and it'll go to McCormick. Property line is the fence. This side of the fence is our property. That side of the fence is their property. And you can go through that back gate to get to the yard. I saw a little bit of dip in the sidewalk, but go to this side and you can see the fence is all on this side of the property here. So anything inside the fence is ours, outside of it is theirs. Landlords gives options. If you want to do the landscaping yourself, it'll be at the current listed price. If you want to have landscape added on, he will hire somebody or you can hire somebody. There used to be bushes here. He's very friendly if you want to plant. So if you had any desire to plant bushes, you could do so. All right, as we go in, a little step up here, there's a keypad code on the door, the deadbolt. So moving in, you walk right into the living area here. So we're still facing north, east, south, and then behind me is west. Okay, so you got 2 windows on the west side. That big front picture window where we just came from. So nice size front yard, cute. Shoveling is also, if you want that included, that might be extra. I need to ask the landlord on that one actually. Swing around. So this is a very decent space here. You probably have approximately 15-ish feet, and you're probably looking at 25-ish feet in total. You can see he has a very large sectional sofa. These are real hardwood floors. This is a return air vent for the furnace. Furnace controls are here, and then it's forced air. So newer central air conditioning and newer furnace. You have your kitchen down in the northwest corner, bathroom and 2 bedrooms over here. So this is the current layout of it. I'm gonna walk to the bedrooms first. So you go in this cute little hallway area. There is a hatch up top that'll take you to the attic. There's not really a lot of space up there for storage, but there's a couple boards if you need to throw some extra stuff up. This would be the primary bedroom. Again, all real hardwood floors in here. This is facing the street. Boom. And we'll swing around here. This is a full-size bed. You could probably fit a king-size bed. I know that the previous tenants had one this way that they were able to fit. Might be a little bit tight this way, depending on your furniture. You do have a little closet right here. It does go back a little bit, so I'll swing around, but you can see it does go back probably like right here. There's your forced air up there, ceiling fans. Yeah, as you can see, it goes back a little bit. So you get a little more space in there. And these have pocket doors, which are nice. Old school. Shelves are also movable, so you can move them up and down. There's a shelf down here. Plenty of room for TV and dressers, depending again on your size of the of your furniture. Moving onward, we're gonna go to the closet next. So this is a little linen closet here, probably 1 foot by 2 feet-ish. Going all the way up, wooden shelves. It's our second bedroom. We're gonna swing around and look at this closet real quick. This one's a little bit larger. It does have a movable rack and hanger. Some people use it as coat closets, some people as linen closets. You're looking at about 1.5 feet deep by about 3 feet wide, and it does go up a little bit. This is the bathroom. This was updated several years ago. Newer tile, new toilet, new vanity. The tub was reglazed. Still appears to be in good shape. Then you have tile that goes up to the ceiling. Obviously the window that goes to your back deck area, which currently has a pergola on it. So this stays. Newer mirror, newer lighting. Pull the back out of here. There's a small little lip there, but nothing big. And then here we are, our second bedroom. A little bit smaller, so you're looking at 10 feet by 12-ish feet. We're facing east. This will be north. The second bedroom does have a door that goes out to that back patio. However, it doesn't open. I think it doesn't open because the patio's in the way, so you have to remove that. This all goes. Here's the other closet, which is similar in size to the other closet here, so it does go back a little bit, right? So you get a little bit of extra space back there, and a nice pocket door, real hardwood floors. Okay, next we are gonna go, I'm gonna hide these lights on my way out so you can see what it looks like in the dark. I'm gonna close these blinds as well. And then when I walk back through, you can kind of get an idea of when the place is all buttoned up, kind of what it looks like. You can make it pretty dark in here. You know, there are curtain rods above almost all the windows, so you could always add curtains if you're sensitive to light and need it to be a little bit darker. So, you know, midday, I think it's like 3:30 right now. So it gets pretty dark if you button everything up. Moving on. There's a hatch here to the attic. It does come down. I'll show you this really quickly. It's just one of those stairs things, right? You pull the stairs down, there's a little pull chain up there. And for about a foot around the whole thing, there are some boards where you could store like holiday items and what have you. All right, let's move onward. So kitchen, laminate flooring. You have dishwasher, sink. I don't think there's a garbage, no garbage disposal. Really nicer cabinets, not soft close. But you can see you have a decent amount of space in these things. And then obviously overhead storage space should you require it. Let's look underneath here. You got a little bit of extra space. Oh, that's a pan one with a little thing. And you have this guy. Plumbing looks good. Oh, it looks really good. Okay, good. And then an extra on this side. All right, swinging back around, we have this was replaced several years ago. The fridge is still in decent shape. More cabinetry above there. This is a return exhaust vent. That's your heat and air conditioning coming in here. Let's take a look at this. Everything will be cleaned. This needs to be cleaned. Refrigerator, good shape. Cold. Back out a little bit again. I think this table comes with the unit, so if you don't want that to come with it, we would get rid of that. But ultimately, I believe it's been with us. So the windows here, this is the west window, and this is the north window, so you can see over the yard. Let's move onward. Formica countertops, deep sink. So as we go to the back door here, again, still vinyl. This is looking out over the backyard. Pergola, and then I'm gonna swing around. This is the mechanical, so you have your own washer and dryer and unit. This is a hatch that goes to the sub level. So this house is it's just a crawl space down there. It's a line, and there's a sump pump and all that stuff. So there's no real reason to go down there. New hot water heater, new furnace. Can't remember the years. Some shelving up here, and then back here there's another shelving area. This is where the water meter comes in. This is your electric panel. And then I think that's another hatch for the attic, but no, that's not usable. Okay, again, lock control on the outside. So swing that out, I'm missing a thing. So this deck is all wood. It was stained several years ago. Probably could use it again, but ultimately it's fine the way it is, especially if you have pets. This is where you come into the gate here. And then just huge yard. I mean, I don't wanna understate it. It's huge. So it's a lot of grass, 2-car garage, main entry there. Swing up here, you have a little lip that goes up on the second level of the deck and a stair over here. So this pergola was put up by a tenant years ago. Everyone seems to keep it. You have direct sun, and you can see how this door, it works, but it's all locked and buttoned up, but it really only opens to here, about 1.5 feet. So if you wanted this door to open fully, you would have to either remove the pergola or just leave it where it is. Electrical meter, let's see what else. So we have a newer AC compressor around here. And there's plenty of space for a fully enclosed yard, right? So you see the fence goes all the way around. Almost every tenant that's been here has had dogs. It's probably one of the biggest draws to this property. So we are pet friendly. Let's go take a look at the, there was a fire pit years ago. No one's really used that ever. You know, people have talked about putting a garden in this backspace here or even here, but ultimately no one's ever really done it. You know, great idea, but no one's ever really got into it. There is another door to the gate here. So we're gonna go into the garage, open this guy up. Large garage. The owner keeps a whole bunch of these tools here. So if a tenant wants to do the landscaping themselves, you know, you have lawnmowers and tools to do that. There's a nice, really big workbench up here. A lot of this stuff stays, pegboard, all those shelvings over there. And I believe all this loose shelving, that all goes. So you do have enough space for 2 cars. I am 6 foot. I am 6'1", and I have about an inch to the highest point here. So I'd say 6'2" is where you should, you know, guesstimate the height of that is. When you pull back, you can kind of see it's more like a 2 and a quarter car garage. There's a neighbor, and there's a puppy over there. You do have a decent sized driveway here, so you can easily fit a car, you know, and then 2 other cars. Obviously your garbage dumpsters are here. Asphalt driveway. And you have your entrance to your garage over here. Concrete floor. That's about it. First month's rent and 1 month's security deposit due at lease signing. Owner has a minimum credit score of 700. He'd like you to make 3 times the rent in gross income a month. So pretty much his requirements. If you have anything outside of that, you can certainly let us know, and we will do our best to accommodate if possible. I'm gonna start buttoning stuff up, and I'm gonna take you back through with me, just in case you missed something. I can get all these lights off, and you can kind of see again what it's like when it's all dark. So feel free to log off if you don't like it. Other than that, nice and cool in here. Air conditioner works very well since it was replaced, and because you have all those trees, so even with it, you know, buttoned up, it's still pretty light. With all the trees around the property, it does help keep it nice and cool, unless you're out in that backyard. Just being out there for a few minutes was quite warm. I can understand why people wanted the pergolas out there. All the windows are vinyl. They go up and down except for this center guy. That's a fixed one. And we're done. Okay, I'm gonna hit the lights so you can see this room. Boom, boom, boom. Close the door. See, the door's right here, all wood. So even in the middle of the day with all the blinds pulled, you know, you still have really good lighting in here. All right. Thank you, folks. Have a great day. Is that one? Yes, there we go.